That's a lot of damage!
Antonio Tulien Meltonin, and thank you once again for joining me. My name is Aramil, and today I wanted to talk about the Dungeons & Dragons sensation that is Critical Role, and my own preliminary feelings about it. Critical Role is a weekly series put on by the veteran game master and voice actor Matthew Mercer. It has been ongoing for several years now, and according to the Crit Role website, attracts 500,000 viewers. Up until now, I have not been one of those watchers. I have never seen a single episode of Critical Role, nor anything longer than a short clip of one of their sessions. For a long time, I have been wary of these quote-unquote D&D shows, produced not just for the entertainment of the players around the table, but for an audience around the globe. Over the years, Dungeons & Dragons has tried to branch out into different forms from the traditional tabletop RPG. Some of these have been great successes, like the Baldur's Gate video game series, while others, not so much. In other contexts, Dungeons & Dragons has been poorly represented or completely misrepresented in mainstream media. Just one more way of expressing the quote-unquote geek character. It is with this background in mind that has led myself and other veterans of Dungeons & Dragons to be wary of any form of D&D in a new media format, such as Critical Role. Sentiments of why myself and others are wary of Critical Role vary wildly from one person to the next. From just not being interested in watching others play the game over just playing ourselves, to more of a disbelief that the entire thing isn't a scripted event. Certainly, it is set up in a far more professional environment than most D&D sessions take place in. There is also a worry that Crit Role doesn't truly showcase what actually happens around a normal D&D table. This leads me to where we are now. For many years, I've been content to dismiss Critical Role and other shows like it out of hand as a sensational D&D inspired media. Though I may not have thought much of it at the time, I realize this is an unfair judgment to be made without even listening to a single episode. So we'll remedy this. See what Matt Mercer does, watch a few episodes, and then make part 2 of this, perhaps short series. Have I cynically been disregarding a valid form of D&D? Or have my jaded veterans been correct in shrugging it off as another piece of D&D inspired art? Either way, I would like to make more videos about Critical Role and similar pieces in the future, focusing on what we can learn from the series, especially as DMs, but also as players. If the jaded side wins out, maybe showcase some of the pitfalls someone who has only been exposed to Crit Role will encounter when they actually sit down for their own D&D game in the flesh. Now, I want to turn this over to you. Do you think a reaction-style video watching Critical Role would be interesting? Or do you think it would be better for me to just watch it on my own time and come back in a week with my conclusion? I guess, really, what I'm asking is...
How do you want to do this?